President George Herbert Walker Bush loved his family, and he served his country.
His life was a hymn of honor. His legacy is grace perfected.
We stand with you in mourning, but also in gratitude.
Americans are getting their chance to pay respects to President George H.W. Bush, America's 41st president. This morning, the former president's body is lying in state in the Capitol Rotunda. There's a live look at his casket on your screen. Mourners have been coming in all night to pay their respects, and that includes the 45th president, Donald Trump, and First Lady Melania. The first couple visited the casket last night, where President Trump honored Mr. Bush with a salute. President Trump also plans to attend President Bush's funeral tomorrow morning at Washington National Cathedral. Mr. Bush's casket arrived at the nation's capital just as the sun was setting last night, providing an absolutely breathtaking backdrop. The president will lie in state until his funeral, and until then, the rotunda is open to allow members of the public to pay their respects.
He was a great man, and he was a very good family man, and he loved his country. He served his country well.
President Trump has declared tomorrow a national day of mourning, meaning most federal agencies will be closed, including the Postal Service. Meanwhile, a Lancaster chef and restaurant owner who used to work in the White House is recalling fond memories from when he worked with President Bush. CBS 21's Amanda Hoskins talked about food and the president with him inside the Greenfield restaurant.
As friends and family said goodbye to President George H.W. Bush in Washington,
cheers.
Cheers.
Chef John Mueller and I honored him the only way he knows how, over oysters.
If I gave him a plate of oysters, he was a happy guy, you know. All that beautiful juice in here is exactly what he would be looking for there, you know.
Mueller was a White House chef from 1992 through 2005, cooking for both Bush families and the Clintons.
When I got there, I didn't know who President Bush was. He was just this figure in the media. And I just found him to just be a very down-home, easygoing person.
Mueller prepared meals in a kitchen a little bit larger than this one for major White House events and private meals for President Bush and the First Lady. A favorite for them, seafood.
He said he didn't like wet fish. He didn't like fish that was poached. He wanted it seared hard with a crust on it.
And Mueller says he'll never forget Bush's high remarks after he made him an Asian meal following one of his trips abroad.
After the dinner was over with, he came back in the kitchen and he said, "John," he shook my hand and said, "John, in the 4 years I've been here, I never had a meal like that. That was wonderful. Thank you very much."
Mueller says he got to know the president on a personal level. Some of what he detailed in this book he wrote after hanging up his White House coat.
When you're up on that second floor taking care of them, you know, we never talk about politics. So we could just get a chance to get to know them as regular people. And that was pretty extraordinary.
He says he could reminisce for hours about the president. He admits hearing of his passing was not easy.
Like a piece of me left, you know. I mean, they were very gracious people. They were very well loved.
Amanda Hoskins, CBS 21 News this morning.
Thank you, Amanda. That's incredible. Well, President George H.W. Bush will be laid to rest on Thursday. Until then, we will continue to join the nation in remembering and honoring the life and legacy of the 41st president. Stay with CBS 21 for continuing coverage of his service.